It's 1 a.m. Low tide is about 3:40. What I did with my Equinox is I went and reverted it back to the original firmware, the version 1.5. My goal is to see if I can locate some dimes and see if they disappear. So I'm gonna get this Equinox set up, show you guys what's up. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn on the Wi-Fi, and I'm using the module here. And we're gonna go to beach 2, because usually that's quiet. I'll try out beach 1. But yeah, we'll notice cancel. Ground balance, I'm setting the auto track volume. I'm gonna hit it at 23. Threshold's gonna be 0, target tone 5 tone. Everything pretty much stock. So it's pretty dark. Kind of got to rely on silhouettes. I could see a little ways out there's somebody else out here with me. I don't know if he's detecting or not, but they're by the water's edge, and it's 1:30. So, yep. Been here about 10 minutes. No targets yet. I do hear iron. Can't see anything out here, so detector was hitting, and that's what I came across. Sweet. No, still haven't hit anything. I think the guy that's on the beach there, I think he's hunting too, but I haven't seen his light turn on. So maybe the conditions are sanded in as I think. We've been having higher tides than normal, so what I'm thinking is that the water's come up and kind of pulled some of that dry sand over the wet sand like a blanket and maybe covered up all the targets. I haven't hit anything except for a pair of glasses. Oh, I see that guy's got his light on. So finally, after, 25 minutes, got a signal. It's reading deep, it's reading shallow. Let's see what it is. Look at that. Came out to find dimes. First coin target was a dime. Didn't disappear as much as the second firmware version. But it disappeared just as, I don't know. It seemed to be, it seemed to hit better. It wasn't that deep. It was probably 2 scoops down. Let's see if we can find another one. There you are. So it's gonna be right here somewhere. Oh, it went negative on us. Negative means it's iron. Then again, that could mean it's just deep too. Yeah, but the tide's been high, right?
Yeah.
So what it does is it pulls the sand from the shore over the yeah. What the heck, man?
It's still not counting over there.
Yeah, turn this volume up.
Yeah.
Plus, you don't even have shoes on, man.
I don't need shoes right now. I'm enjoying I'm enjoying touching the earth.
Something tells me it went deep. Oh.
Yeah, I mean you said you kind of is it getting louder the deeper you go?
No, the deeper. And you see how it's got that black muck too?
Yeah.
That's not a good sign. But I think it's out. Let me find it with this thing.
It's in here.
So I'm gonna kick it over like this, and be careful because there's a lot of times you get crab trap pieces, and they when they're in the sand they'll sharpen up, basically turn into hypodermic needles. Watch your fingers here, and so I'll use this. It has a pinpointer. See? So it's gonna be here. It's probably gonna be a piece of junk, because usually what I find in this muck is garbage. Maybe I could be wrong this time though. Come on.
I'll be careful.
So what you want to do is you want to isolate it. See?
Okay.
See how I moved it?
Yeah.
So now I just got to work with this, and you just keep thinning it out.
It's in there.
And you take this thing. See what we got here. Shit, it's an earring. It's junk.
But it's
Check it out.
But it's an earring.
Yeah, it's like copper and stainless steel.
Yeah, but
That just proves though. But yeah. And that's how it's done, man.
there's a diamond in it. It looks like a diamond.
There you go.
It's probably gonna be.
It's glass or cubic zirconia. Oh, whoa, shit.
No,
No, I was just showing them.
So what do you do when you get this?
You just throw it in your junk pile or you toss it in the garbage.
We get earring.
But remember how I said how you were digging with your hand or whatever? You see that pokey spot right there?
Yeah, that could easily turn into something. Yeah,
That could turn into tetanus or flesh-eating bacteria, brother.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah, I thought I had a good one over there too, but it was at the end of a light bulb.
Ah, gold colored, I bet.
Yeah, gold color, and it had that nice low tone.
Yeah.
Wow, it came
I didn't even want to get wet either. Is it cold?
No, the little wave, man, it kind of came in kind of quick. But yeah, so So I told God, I said, I asked her, I said, how do I tell people, you know, I said, why don't you ever step in when somebody's being hurt? You know?
Yeah.
He said, remember, I gave you free will. And then on top of that, he said, remember the story of Abraham? And how he took that I asked him to kill his son, and when he couldn't, I stopped him. And I said yes. He said, well, there's a portion of the Bible that's been omitted, and the portion of the Bible that's omitted was God told Abraham, if you cannot kill your son for me, how do you expect me to kill one of my sons for you?
Oh, smack.
Does that make sense?
I'm not really that well versed in the Bible, but I could see where he's coming from.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Now the only reason why I used that verse in the Bible was because that's the story that I know how to explain it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how, and that's another thing. Then I sat there and I said, okay, God, you told me to take religion out of it, and I asked God, why did you do that? And he said, because I relate to my children all in different ways, just like your father did with you. See, when my father was alive, he dealt with all three of his sons differently. He related to all three of his sons differently. Okay? And I said, okay. And see, my dad related to me through comics because I've always been big into comics. And then he related with Aaron through cars because, you know what I'm saying?
So with Aaron it was cars, and with Andy and my dad were more alike than anybody else. So they had a little special handshake. But yeah, so when my dad related to all three of his sons differently, it did not make me feel like he loves me any less. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But what it did was,
when it comes to healing, and that's the spiritual realm. If we were able to tap into the spiritual realm while we were doing our medicine, could you imagine what we could open up?
14th dimension?
You see what I'm saying? And they already have proof that this new age, some of this new age medicine is working, and it is about spirituality.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the key. That's a key thing. And so, for me, I had to go through that in order to understand if somebody was actually seeing the third, seeing something different, actually seeing the fourth dimension. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
Jeez.
So with that being said, they need to know when somebody's actually crazy or when somebody actually can see the force. You know what I'm saying? What the hell is that?
Earring.
That looks like gold though.
It does. But it feels kind of rough and corroded.
That's not the guy. Everything's so much easier. And then shortly after I did that, that's when I got my benefits.
How long ago did that happen?
3 months ago.
So you gonna stay in San Diego?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in San Diego.
What part? Yeah.
That's why I'm looking for an apartment right now. And because of the fact that
Oh, I see it. Would you look at that?
Wow, that actually looks pretty nice.
Well, you can see where it broke off.
Mm-hmm.
The links, but
Okay, now where would
you see how it's kind of orangey right there?
Yeah.
This is probably copper. Plus, you remember how I told you it was grunty, and
yeah.
you see those minus numbers?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, what is that? Bazinga number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but it's the prettiest one. Look at that.
That shine's pretty nice.
Isn't it? Oh boy.
It is what it is, but like, so she helps me stay, what is it called? She helps me stay centered. But because of the fact that she was so generous to help me, I want to pay it forward. But I know other people are going to say, if I tell them the situation, they'd be like, well, she didn't leave you because she's still there. I'm like, yeah, I know she didn't leave me because she's still there. We still have a bank account together and everything.
Chap.
She just needs her own little time. She just needs her time alone, so I'm gonna give it to her. Oops, in there.
That one sounds good. You hear that tone?
Mm-hmm.
What is it? A pull tab? Oh man, I didn't even. Oh, it's a crusty penny. Let me wash it out.
Is it what? Oh, it's in there.
Yep. A crusty penny. Thanks. So what happens is, see that?
Mm-hmm.
Any penny made after 1982 is made with a zinc core wrapped around copper. Once it gets into the sand, the saw just starts leaching all the metals, and then they turn into that.
Well, that's good. Where I've contemplated the idea that it would be easier, that I wouldn't be.
Just to quit, yeah.
Yeah. But with me being able to communicate with God now, like the way I do, and the knowledge that He gives me, it kind of gave me a newfound purpose, you might say. And when I found that newfound purpose, it seemed like everything was coming together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just as long as I listen to God, everything will come together. I have complete, utter, blind faith in God.
She's a deep one. I think we got it. I think we don't got it. Still there. Yeah. Oh wow.
Damn, it's deep. It's still there. It's deep though. I think you may have found something.
Huh?
It's still there. I think you may have found something.
Golly. Oh, an anchor.
It might be.
Well, there go the shades I found earlier. Come on. Let's pinpoint this. Yeah, see how big it is? It's like hitting that hole. Like if it was a coin, it would go whoop. You know, it'd be quick blurp. But if it's like whining like that, that means it's something big. Something I probably don't see. Watch this. Huh. Well, whatever it is, it's starting to sink too. Come on, be a Rolex. Yeah, all right.
Might be a treasure chest.
Huh.
Let's get a chest full of coins. But yeah.
Jeez.
So with having a better understanding with God, I also got a better understanding about sexuality too. See, if you look at cultures, right, and this and that, certain cultures did certain things. Like, you know, you've heard of, you know, the Greeks had their culture when it came to the boys and this and that, right? But all those energies are still among us. You see what I'm saying?
I'm following you.
Okay. So because of all those cultures and all them energies being around us, people are who they are. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be gay no matter what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about it is this, that when God says in the Bible when it's stated that the man should only man shall not lay with another man as he does a woman.
You got a treasure chest down there?
I don't know. We got something.
It sounded good at first, like
But it started raining.
17, 15.
I'm getting iron. Still getting it out there a second?
All you're getting is iron?
Even not a very good iron signal.
I'm cranked up all the way.
Are you still getting a not very signal in there?
You know, I don't know.
Well, how deep does yours go?
You know, if it's something huge, it'll go down to, it'll pick it up good.
But you did pretty far.
You know, you heard it, you saw it.
Yeah.
But you know what? It was a big. It's probably a piece of garbage. Gaming?
Yeah.
Like video games?
Yep.
See how it sounds like solid?
Yeah.
And it's on the screen, it says 1. So it's either going to be a piece of foil or like maybe a small piece of gold. But where we're at, it's probably going to be a foil. Yeah, there it is.
What is it?
Foil.
Oh, wow.
Foiled by the foil. There it is. The bottle cap.
You are absolutely right.
It's gold. It's a gold bottle cap.
Well, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
I can't.
And that's a good thing that
I think it's right there. No, I don't. I was wrong.
it's about 4 inches down, according to this.
All right. So
Oh, it's big. You see that?
yeah. So yeah, so I put a game plan for the community. I want to start a new community, like I said, because this way, when people are in trouble, they can. Oh wow, that would fuck somebody's foot up.
And here's the wrap up of last night's hunt. Not as many targets because I stayed primarily on the wet sand. But you can see this is just all the this is the trash, crusty penny, regular penny, 2 dimes, and then these I found 4 pieces of jewelry. This bracelet which had broke. Somebody said it could be an anklet. Toe ring, like a copper toe ring, an earring, garbage, and a big hoop earring. And here's a magnet. Check it out. I don't think none of them are real. Anyways, I'd like to thank all of you that subscribed. If you haven't, please subscribe. Good luck and happy hunting.